What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it's time to get another tier 2, and as you can see here, we have Killmonger up for being next in line for tier 2. So, I finally got his gears all to level 20 because I finished off Nadia, and I had a little bit left on my bio subscription, and I saw that I only had one gear left to get to 20. All of them were at 20 and one was at 19, so I was like, alright, let's just finish off Killmonger and then I'll start working on Ghost. So now we have Killmonger here, so let's go ahead and take a look at him before we tier 2 him. Yes, as you can see, I do not have his uniform right now. His uniform does make him a lot better, so after I tier 2 him here, I'm going to strongly consider getting his uniform the next time we have a uniform sale, just because it does help the character out a lot. Not to say he's completely useless without his uniform. He still can fare pretty well without his uniform, but mainly he's just going to be for Shadowland. He gets a lot of his survivability from the uniform, having iframes and invincibility and stuff like that, whereas he does not have that without the uniform. So, first off, we'll go ahead and look at the skills here. So I have most of them actually leveled up. This one we have leveled up because it decreases the enemy's all speed. This skill right here we have leveled up because, again, it decreases enemies' all speed, but also it decreases their all defense as well. And we do have the second skill leveled up here because for some weird reason they decided to not actually put it in the skill itself, but down here under the character usage, tips, if you can see here, it says, since Unyielding Will grants physical damage received down effect, Trample grants the physical damage immunity. Is very effective to use these skills when dealing with physical damage characters. Yeah, it doesn't actually say it here, but this is the second skill, Trample, and yes, the skill does give you physical damage immunity, and I think I tested it out in the skill preview. I can't really remember because it was when the character first came out, but leveling up this skill, I believe, does increase the actual duration of the physical damage immunity. I can't really remember exactly what it ended at. I think it's like a 6-second, 5-second, probably a 5-second. But anyway, you do get physical damage immunity from this skill, so keep that in mind, even though it doesn't actually say it on the skill here, so it is still worth leveling up. The ISO 8 set, we do have Power the Angry Hulk. I decided to go with an offensive set on him to give him a little bit more damage, and then also that attack speed from Power the Angry Hulk is pretty nice. For the custom gear, we have a Ignore Defense, Poison Damage, 100 proc. Kind of just a placeholder obelisk here if I ever decide to really work on him in the future. But I do like having a damage proc on him because he can do pretty decent damage with his uniform. Without his uniform, he still does okay damage, but if you're going to just keep him without the uniform, I'd probably go with invincibility on him, make him a little bit more annoying to deal with in kind of PvP, and also to help out his survivability a little bit if you decide to use him in some of the earlier stages of World Boss, but he's not really going to have the damage without a damage proc if you decide to go that route. So yeah, so kind of a tricky character to build here without the uniform, but I like this obelisk here, and the reason that I don't have immune to guard break on him is because he does get super armor from his tier 2 passive, so you don't have to worry about immune to guard break, which is pretty nice. So his tier 2 passive is going to give him an increased damage dealt to superhero types by 45%, and then an increased skill damage by 20%, bonus damage by 15%, super armor, and just 5% all defense, which is kind of random that they just threw in a random 5% there. But anyway, you do get 5% all defense as well. So I do like his tier 2 overall. It adds quite a bit to the character. It's going to do a lot of damage against superhero types, which is really nice, especially if you decide to use him in PvP, because there's still a lot of superheroes as the kind of meta characters right now, so he'll be good at dealing increased damage to them. But again, he's going to really need his uniform if you want to use him in PvP effectively. So now that we've kind of gone over the character a little bit, let's just get around to tier 2ing him. So I'm going to go ahead and use a ticket on him here. We still have 8 of these left over, so let's go ahead and pop that on Killmonger here. Boom, there we go. Alright, so we have what? Synthetic Herbal Potion. Tier 2, so boom. It's all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and close that out. Revolutionary Leader, yes indeed. So now that we have Killmonger freshly tier 2, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of gameplay on him. Alright, and we are back. So here we are at Corvus for World Boss Ultimate. We have stage 10 here. It's pretty much what Killmonger can do for me. You could probably do a little bit higher if I would play a little bit better, but for right now, we're just going to be trying him out here at stage 10. We have Goliath for the leadership. We have 45% physical attack. Then we have Valkyrie for the 45% damage against supervillains. And we have 3 dodge ignore strikers, anti-venom in case we get into a tough spot there and need to heal up. And then we have Luna as our only damage striker, or at least damage increase for us. So for Killmonger here, we can pretty much be immune to most of the damage that Corvus is going to be dishing out to us, because a lot of it is going to be physical, except for the flames on the ground. It's pretty much the only thing that we have to watch out for. But besides that, the cooldown on the second skill is short enough that we can keep up that physical damage immunity pretty much the entire fight, as long as I am able to get the skill off and it is not cancelled. Like that. It just got cancelled right there, right when I'm saying that. Alright, so let's hop into our iframe here, and then we'll see if we can't. There we go. So now we have our physical immunity up, can do a few skills, and then we can pop the physical immunity again and go right back in. Oh, he's in his cutscene, so let's go ahead and dodge all of those flames and purple circles. Alright, come on, teleport. There we go. Go ahead, get our damage immunity up. And I am prioritizing the damage immunity, so, or the physical immunity, I guess I should say. So that's why my damage proc might get off a few times here. But there we go. He pretty much has to just jump up, and as soon as he lands on the ground from doing the second skill, he gets the immunity, and then you can move on to your next skill. So now we're going to pick up a little bit of healing here. And there we got cancelled again. I'm not sure why we're getting cancelled out of the second skill, because he was doing that when I was just trying him out for a little bit as well, before jumping into the video here to see what, stage I could actually clear with him. And Corvus, like, it doesn't show that he's in an iframe, and yet we're still getting cancelled out of this skill, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, we're about to, there we go, get through the first part of the stage here. So 3.5 minutes left, so not too bad. God dang, we got all of these stupid dot effects flying around the screen there. Dodge the poison, dodge the fire, dodge everything. Alright, here we go. He'll do his pinwheel. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a little bit of damage in there. And we got canceled out again. Oh, he's canceling all my skills. Stop it, Corvus. Jeez. Uh-oh, we're probably going to die here. Oh, no, we're able to get out of there in time. Pick up these healing globs, or at least try to, and not get hit by the flame. Alright, we got to dodge these. And look, see, he's standing completely still, and we got canceled out of our skill there, so I'm not sure what's going on with that part of it. But anyway, like I said, he's going to be a lot more useful with the uniform, so hopefully once I get that, I won't have to deal with this anyway. Oh, we got to switch here because our immunity wore off, and that bleed does a lot of damage from that skill that he uses there. So overall, Killmonger is a pretty nice character if you're fighting against anyone that does physical damage. Just because, as you can see, as long as I'm not getting cancelled out of the second skill... and I couldn't switch there. Yeah, as long as we're not getting cancelled out of the second skill, we're going to be immune to damage the entire fight, or immune to physical damage the entire fight, so it's really nice. But once you get his uniform, his damage is going to pretty much triple. His damage is going to go a lot higher, and also you're going to get more survivability because you're going to have more iframes to work with. He's also going to be better for PvP with the uniform because he has Pierce if you wanted to use him in that aspect as well. But anyway, we're not going to clear this here because I'm still trying to collect some more universal books, so I'm going to be fighting Corvus, so I might as well just back out here anyway since Killmonger died. But as you can see, he was we have just a few bars left, so it would have taken him pretty close to the entire time. I'm guessing we would have had like about 30 seconds left by the time Killmonger was actually able to clear this, and that is with a 45% leadership, 45% from Valkyrie, and also a 100% damage proc. I believe it was just 100% on him. I've already forgotten. But anyway, it's just a small damage proc on him, but we do have a damage proc, but I was not really lining it up very well, so that could also affect the time of clear here. If I was really trying to line up the damage proc, of course we can get a lot faster because we can do it on the 4th or 5th skill and get some good damage out of it, but a lot of times since I'm prioritizing the 2nd skill, it seems to get wasted on the 2nd skill where you don't get any real damage from your 2nd skill. It's just kind of the buff. You just the jump, and then kind of like laughs at the enemy there, and then he gets his buff. But anyway, Killmonger is still a fun and interesting character, even without his uniform, so he can be playable in, you know, with or without the uniform. Finally managed to get him to Gears 20, that's why I tier 2'd him, because I had a little bit left on my bio sub, and I was like, you know what, we're going to finish up that last gear that I need, and now I'm going to be focusing on Ghost, so Ghost will be the next paywall character that I will get to tier 2. We'll see what happens with the Deadpool update here, if I'm going to be getting one of them even quicker or not. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.